He didn't just play football, he weaponized it. Quarterbacks didn't just face him, they anticipated the pain. Teammates didn't just respect him, they walked a tightrope of awe and apprehension. The league didn't just try to manage him, they seemed locked in a silent, desperate dance to contain a force of nature. But behind the bone-jarring sacks, behind the MVP trophies gleaming under stadium lights, was a man hurtling into a maelstrom of his own making, while powerful institutions, blinded by the spectacle, often looked the other way. This is the story the NFL tried to bury, the raw, unfiltered truth of Lawrence Taylor's reign and his reckoning. Lawrence Taylor wasn't forged in the crucible of lifelong football dreams. His connection to the gridiron was almost accidental. A late bloomer who barely registered the sport until his junior year at the University of North Carolina. But the moment his cleats hit that turf, something primal awakened. It wasn't just talent, it was an untamed ferocity. He was a physical anomaly, the speed of a defensive back trapped in the body of a linebacker, with an almost preternatural instinct for destruction. His movements were chaotic, unpredictable, yet devastatingly effective. The New York Giants, a franchise desperate for a spark, saw not just potential but a brand of controlled, or so they hoped, anarchy. In the 1981 NFL Draft, they gambled, selecting him second overall. From his first snap in the pros, it was clear, this wasn't just a player, it was a paradigm shift. He didn't just play defense, he imposed fear. Offensive lines, the supposed bulwarks of protection, crumbled before him like sandcastles against a tide. He didn't just excel within the established rules, he seemed to operate outside them, a force that redefined the very architecture of the game. Offensive coordinators were forced into constant innovation, deploying double teams, chipping with tight ends and running backs, anything to just slow him down. Lawrence Taylor didn't just win games, he dictated them. In 1986, a defensive player ascended to the pinnacle of individual achievement, winning the NFL MVP award. A feat so improbable, it underscores the sheer magnitude of his impact. But while he was etching his name into football immortality on Sundays, a darker narrative was unfolding in the shadows of the other 6 nights. The whispers started early, then grew louder. Cocaine, the intoxicating allure of the nightlife, the transactional relationships, all-night binges that somehow preceded Sunday dominance. The human body has its limits, but Taylor seemed to defy them, fueled by a dangerous cocktail of adrenaline and addiction. The league knew, the Giants knew, the hushed conversations in locker rooms, the knowing glances. It was an open secret. Yet, the wins kept piling up, and in the win-obsessed world of the NFL, victory often has a way of silencing uncomfortable truths. Taylor's infamous quote, "I didn't play this game for money or fame. I played it because I loved to hurt people," offers a chilling glimpse into a mindset fueled by something far beyond the love of sport. But perhaps beneath that bravado lay a deeper pain, a void that the chaos temporarily filled. The stories became more disturbing, more frequent. Playing games under the influence, the brazenness of using substances during halftime, the calculated psychological warfare of sending women to opposing players, a tactic as ruthless as his on-field aggression. By 1988, the charade began to crack. Failed drug tests became public knowledge. Yet, instead of a swift, decisive banishment, the NFL offered second chances, third chances, a seemingly endless stream of leniency. Why? The uncomfortable truth is that Lawrence Taylor was a rating supernova. Every sack, every bone-jarring hit drew millions of viewers. His chaos on the field translated directly into dollars for the league and the network. To lose him, even temporarily, was to risk a significant financial blow. The system, designed to uphold an image of discipline and integrity, found itself compromised by its own economic engine. The spectacle of Taylor's brilliance overshadowed the growing evidence of his self-destruction. Whispers from within the Giants organization paint a picture of a team walking on eggshells, of a tacit understanding to protect their prized asset. Former teammates have alluded to a culture where Taylor's eccentricities were tolerated, even facilitated. Rumors of team officials providing advance notice of drug tests have persisted for years. Allegations that strike at the very heart of the league's supposed commitment to player well-being and fair play. The NFL's official stance often remained one of carefully crafted denial, a shield against the growing storm of controversy. No knowledge of widespread issues, they'd claim, while the reality within locker rooms and team facilities painted a starkly different picture. This wasn't simply about an individual battling addiction, it was about a league and a team seemingly willing to compromise their stated values in the pursuit of victory and profit. The same governing body that meticulously enforced uniform regulations appeared willing to turn a blind eye to potentially criminal behavior and a player's spiraling self-destruction as long as the touchdowns and tackles kept coming. The invincibility of the gridiron couldn't last forever. The years after retirement brought a stark and brutal reckoning. The headlines shifted from game day glory to arrest reports, the shame of a prostitution sting, the terrifying brush with a fatal overdose. The gladiator of Sundays was now just another casualty of a life lived on the edge. The roar of the crowd was replaced by the deafening silence of isolation and regret. But the story doesn't end in darkness. Against all odds, Lawrence Taylor found a path back from the abyss. The journey to sobriety was arduous, a testament to a resilience few might have predicted. When he stood on that Hall of Fame stage in 1999, it wasn't just as a legendary player accepting his due. It was as a flawed human being who had stared into the void and somehow clawed his way back. His infamous words, "If I had to live my life all over again, I would probably do the same damn thing," are not an endorsement of his past, but perhaps a raw, unfiltered acknowledgement of the forces that shaped him, a man forever wrestling with his duality. Lawrence Taylor was a paradox, a force of pure, unadulterated football genius intertwined with a self-destructive streak that threatened to consume him. He irrevocably altered the landscape of the NFL, his impact still felt in every defensive scheme, every offensive strategy. But his story serves as a stark reminder of the human cost behind the spectacle, the ethical compromises made in the pursuit of entertainment and profit. The NFL built a legend, profited from his brilliance, and arguably failed to adequately address the darkness that lurked beneath. His legacy isn't just about sacks and championships, it's a cautionary tale, a complex and uncomfortable truth that continues to reverberate through the league. This wasn't just a game, this was a battle for survival, both on and off the field. If you want the stories the NFL would rather you forget, hit that subscribe button. The truth has many layers, and we're committed to uncovering them.